Hi there, sign of Aries. This is Kim with your reading. This should get you caught up through June of 2026. So what, the next 2 weeks or so. I hope you guys are doing great today. Thank you for joining me. Let's just start with a tarot deck that I rarely use. So I brought it out. It's been interesting. And I think we'll use the Kipper deck too. Let's see, Aries. If you need a private reading, information's in the description box below to get one. They are pre-recorded videos. You get a private video link, and when you're checking out, make sure you put in the notes section or email me what you want to ask in the reading or what questions you might have. All right, Spirit Guides, Angels, for their highest good. Sign of Aries, tell me what's going on. Interesting. That's good. Empowerment. Okay, well, this is really good so far. You have the Hierophant here. And this Hierophant card is more so about talking about your belief and your connection, like to a higher power or to a creator energy. All right, so that's, to me, that's talking about your commitment or your beliefs, just in general, where your beliefs are at. You have the Three of Wands, which is expansion. In this, I like in this deck, they have other forces. So threes in the tarot are always about three or more forces coming together to create something, right? So this can be other people, but really it's like it's a vision of the future that you see. So it's where you see yourself going in the future, or how you plan on expanding. Like, where are they putting that railroad down? You know, they're actually taking action, but most people know that card as like your ships coming in, or seeing your ships coming in. We just have to tap into our strength at this time. So some insecurity is showing up with strength in the reverse. It could be our insecurities about where we're going or about the vision, or it could be that we've lost some kind of confidence in a person. Especially like if we're in a relationship, or we're in something, we're a reliable one here, we're committed. But there can be something here about, like, so that could be you and how you view another person more so, I think, than it's talking about your strength. Because I see this King of Pentacles as you, reliable, dependable, taking care of like the finances, the family, the business, kind of everything here. Then we have the Fool card energy, and it is coming out sideways. Says stagnation on one side and joyful bliss on the other side. So yeah, usually it's about a trust thing. When I see the Fool, if it's in the reverse, it's like, do I trust this? Tell me more here about the strength in the reverse. And also your signs. You have Taurus, you have Leo, Aries. You have your own energy with the Three of Wands. You have Taurus again. And they are talking about coming together as a team, or in a team. So here we have the collaboration card, but I don't know what is going on right here. It says ineffective team, Three of Pentacles. And it's pointing to, like, maybe there's something here about like having a different team with you as you build what you want to build, or knowing that to go where you're wanting to go, or to have this expansion, there's going to be different, like a different mix of people, or the team is shifting or changing. We'll get more clarification on that. But like when I said you could have lost confidence in somebody, especially if you were trying to work or collaborate with them, like on a project or something, like plans falling through or something like that. One of the people may have been in this energy, which is the King of Swords. In the reverse is kind of arrogant. Look, it can even be a manipulative, narcissistic acting person. Somebody that is actually very smart, but yeah, they're either so arrogant that they're just purposely not doing something the right way. But if they're part of this team, they're the ineffective part in this team. And that's an Aquarius energy. Let's get more on this energy that you're working with, or that you're the people that you're having to deal with. And master number 33. Because I see something here with money being really good, or something turning out really well. I mean, the King of Pentacles he's mastered wealth. It's not that it's not the most valuable thing in their life. The most valuable thing would probably be, you know, their family and support. So if something's off with the support here, you have the privileged lady, the Empress energy. I feel like that's the Empress energy. So the privileged lady, whether you are, no matter what gender you are watching this, this is you getting ready to find some sort of pathway here where you receive what, you know, you're worth. So if right now, like if something's not moving forward, or you don't feel like you are getting like compensated as much as you're worth, or that something about a project needs to take off, there's some sort of pathway here that's going to be opening up for that energy, for you to step into that energy. So get ready to receive. Whoa, going from rags to riches, possibly, because she's like the rich lady archetype. And we have poverty. Is it like I mean, really, it could be like a rags to riches pathway here. That's kind of what I'm seeing. Something that ultimately leads to this, to you sitting in the King of Pentacles. I don't know if this being like a CEO over a company or something. But some kind of money comes in and it makes a huge difference here. Like a different tax bracket type of difference. So what advice do you have for them then to find maybe more confidence in their knowledge or in their abilities here? The child and the family room. So as a metaphor, this is something that could be just now, you know, being given new life. Unexpected income and the gift. So I don't know, but there's a lot of hands out here, right? So 2 hands holding that gift, and then the unexpected income. I want to get more. So we definitely see a big change, something here with finances, something changing up, you getting extra money, extra income. There's something here about information with that King of Swords. I think it's something about getting us being in a position where we have the information that then gives us the courage, you know? Tell me more about King of Swords here. Developing a plan, a decisive plan, and deciding what, yeah, a decisive plan of action. Developing a plan of action, strategy, seeing clearly the things in the past that have slowed us down, seeing clearly our options. It's we're not being deceived. The Chariot in the reverse is when we know what held us back the last time, or what stopped something from going forward. Like, that energy is already figured out. And a new beginning is here with an Ace of Wands. A new beginning. Yeah. So, a new beginning for you. With the wands, it can be, I mean, to me, look at the card. It looks like you're climbing a ladder of success here. So the inspiration feels very motivated through work or what you do for work. But it can be romance too. What happened with that Chariot in the reverse? What stopped something from moving? Was in our in our head too much about feeling like we weren't able to do something or that we couldn't do something, so we hesitated taking even a first step. So it took like a paradigm shift or a shift in thinking and a shift in the belief in yourself, your commitment to yourself, your belief in yourself. So it's almost like something didn't work out once before here. Something didn't move forward, and it was because it's almost like getting ready to go into the car, getting ready to take off, and then saying, oh, hang on, I don't know if I'm quite ready yet, or if I don't know if hesitancy, not sure if I'm ready yet. But you are, oh my gosh. You are. You have family abundance. 10 of Pentacles. See, so dropping this resistance and dropping the self-doubt is going to be really necessary for you through the end of June here, because you have a lot of wealth and prosperity coming your way. Really, that's generational wealth, legacy. And it starts with, and I feel like the main message is, this is about your belief in yourself here, Aries. This is whether you think you can do it or not. Think you can do it or not. Thoughts card coming out. Yep. And I will admit, there was an energy here in the reading where I was like, I don't know if I want to keep going. That was the feeling I was getting was, but I knew it wasn't like me. It wasn't the reading. It was the energy in the reading. So there was something here that I just wonder what this was at one time. If this was something that was started and you just have to push forward with it, or pick it back up, rearrange a team, have confidence in yourself. Remember that the steps that you took, if it wasn't the success, if it's not a failure, it was just a step necessary towards your big success. Because your big success is here. You get the spotlight. You get the wealth. You have the family looks good here together too. Everything looks really good. There's just this feeling of, did I not know enough because of something that happened last time? So I would say just hold on to your belief. Watch what you're telling yourself, your thoughts in your head. Watch what you're telling yourselves, especially about like the last time something happened or the last time you did something. Okay. So I like this energy. I like this. I feel like this means a paradigm shift is coming for you. Change your mind, change your life, right? Good news. Joyful bliss. 8 of Wands. Good news coming in. Once this news comes in, then you're going to be very happy. 8 of Wands. Wow. Okay, 8 of Wands. Any kind of good news, right? But what you know that's going to help you do is get moving. Get moving. Go forward. Success. Progress. And not just some progress. Fast progress. Yeah, and you're ready. You're more than ready. Whatever past things that you have already invested in, they're saying that's part of the success. That there's that saying, judge not your field by the harvest that day, but judge it by how many seeds did you sow that day, because they're not going to grow immediately, right? But this is like taking into account all of these choices and decisions that you have made in your past. And like, this is a real Seven of Cups reversed to me is like a real realist card, where you're not it's like you're not going to be dazzled easily. Like you can see clearly. You know what you want. Yeah. You know what you want, and you're going there, and don't stop until you go there. Six of Swords. This is in its truest form, it's about thoughts and the shift of your thoughts going into a better direction. All right, the paradigm shift that starts with your thinking. So it's like thinking your way into a better place. And then in tarot, Six of Swords can actually mean a literal move. So yeah, that's what I've got for you. And let's pull a couple cards here from the 108 Oracle and the angel number, and then I'll wrap it up. So whatever situation you had to go through, if it felt like a humiliation ritual, it felt like ridicule or something that ended up like that, like where you where somebody didn't appreciate you or was an abusive type of situation, that would be what's changing here. That would be what we're moving on from. Person of the earth, just like this King of Pentacles energy. Yeah, grounded, secure, materialistic, prosperous, possessive. This is what happens to this energy, the book burning card. So it's like a physical representation here of, it's the whole past chapter, and it was a big one. It was a long one. 5-5 of much needed, indicating the energy that you felt in this, either being silenced or having somebody that was speaking a false narrative upon you. This could have really affected your belief in yourself, and so that's why it's so important to like find it, because there's a whole new chapter, and this one essentially is getting burned, right? New one. So your focus at this time maybe is on your this move, this change from the mindset from lack consciousness or survival to, no, I'm extremely wealthy. I already am attached to it. I am wealthy. I'm secure. I already have my 10 of Pentacles. And that focus, I feel like that focus, hyper focus, is what's going to get you where you want to go. Roadblock, block change, barriers, challenges, time to regroup, obstacles, and a setback. Goodness. And a setback. Okay. What about the roadblock? I think this is what's happened in the past. I think that's what we kind of already talked about here. What's breaking free? If there was a situation where you felt kind of powerless, or like that was humiliating in some sense, like something that affected your finances or affected your security, your feeling of security, I think you're finally breaking out of that. Whether that was some type of energy or a loop or something that it's something that feels like you had to break free from it. Okay, so with this youth card, the mutable card, breaking free, trying things out, strong-willed and independent. And this is what I was saying about like the fish hook. It goes from feeling pillory, feeling like lured into a situation or defeated in some way, to all of a sudden it turns into luck, prosperity, resourcefulness, abundance, and the multiplication principle. So that's why I say keep going, even if you had been stuck for a while, even if you had felt like there was a lot of roadblocks in the way. I have a feeling you'll be leaving a situation for a better one, right? So the Dear John is probably the letter that we write somebody when we're well on our way or we're ready to go on our way, and not hesitant to say, something's not working, I'm going in a different direction. So, and it's the cold hard truth there. But I think since I'm doing your reading, it's going to be delivered from you. All right. And their angel number. Things get better. Things get better. 40, is that 44? I was going to say, I thought I saw 44. 24. You have a heart of gold, and you are very skilled at maintaining balanced, stable relationships. You are loyal to your loved ones, and you are able to be the nurturer, protector, and provider all at once. I am generous. Okay, and like that 55 here, you also have master number 55 and 1212. Master number 55 says substantial change is in your future. Embrace the change and need to overcome your insecurities and let go of your fears. Exactly what your reading has been talking about. Belief in yourself. 1212, stay focused on your best possible future and remain optimistic throughout the entire journey. Your angels are right behind you as you turn your dreams into a reality. I am focused. Yes, hyper focused. Put the blinders on if you need to block out distractions so that you hit your goal. Because there's something here about when you hit your goal, especially this money and prosperity, it frees you. It allows you to move in the direction that you really want to be going in. All right, so moving out of the storm here, Aries. If you liked the video, please give it a like. And subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. And much love. Bye.